Are you an extremely demanding otaku? Get ready to delight yourself with the work of the best mangakas. Top 10 best anime artists of all time. Number 10. Naoko Takeuchi. This woman is a legend. She's the creator of Sailor Moon. Her drawing style is considered ethereal, with very soft and fine strokes, even not drawing some lines, without losing the structure of the elements. How skillful. Naoko was born on March 15, 1967 in Kofu, Japan. She started drawing at school and published her first manga, Yume ja Nai no Ne, at age 18, winning second place in the Nakayoshi comic. Then, while studying pharmaceutical chemistry, she published Love Call and Cherry Project, making a name for herself. But she rose to stardom in 1991 after publishing Codename Wa Sailor V. What manga is that? Well, this manga became very popular, so much so that Toei Animation agreed with Naoko to adapt it into an anime, but some adjustments had to be made. Ultimately, those adjustments resulted in a new manga called Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon. Her masterpiece, which came out in 1992, is still being adapted to this day. Number 9. Yusuke Murata. This mangaka is the illustrator of One Punch Man, the adaptation of the webcomic created by the mangaka One. It's worth clarifying that Murata is a better illustrator than writer, so he usually illustrates other artists' manga. His drawing style has been praised for being full of details and reflecting unparalleled dynamism during action scenes. Murata was born in 1978 in Miyagi, Japan. When he was 12, he won a Mega Man villain drawing contest twice, and in 1995, he debuted as a mangaka with a one-shot titled Partner in Shonen Jump, earning the Hot Step Award. However, Murata's moment of fame throughout Japan was when he illustrated the manga Eyeshield 21, released in 2002, written by Eiichiro Inagaki. His fame would go around the world in 2012 when he began drawing the comics of the most powerful bald man with a cape in anime. Number 8. Takehiko Inoue. Have you ever loved a hobby so much that you started to associate it with everything? Well, something like that happened to Takehiko Inoue. Born on January 12, 1967, when he was in school, he started playing basketball, a sport he liked so much that he even became captain of his team. But that wasn't all. It became the plot of Kaede Purple, Inoue's first manga, and the plot of the work that would make him world famous, Slam Dunk, published in 1990. His drawing style is characterized by great realism in the structures and postures of the human body, probably as a result of his extensive experience playing basketball. In 1997, he also launched another basketball manga, but with a futuristic theme called Buzzer Beater, and in 1998, he devoted himself to publishing Vagabond, a manga that, although not about basketball, includes spectacular samurai fights, where Inoue's skills provide an excellent finish. Number 7. Akira Toriyama and Masashi Kishimoto. If they ask you, who's the master of shonen? Akira Toriyama is the obvious answer. Born on April 5, 1955 in Nagoya, Japan, the master worked as a publicist until he got fed up with suits and turned to manga. He already had some fame for his work on Dr. Slump, but in 1984 he published Dragon Ball, a series that achieved worldwide fame and continues to get sequels and adaptations until today. Toriyama's style is unmistakable due to his exaggerated proportions and physical features, which gives them a unique touch. Someone who ties with the master is Masashi Kishimoto. Born in 1974 in Nagi, Japan, he's the creator of Naruto, who as a young man dreamed of being like Toriyama. To do this, Kishimoto dedicated his life entirely to manga, even leaving art school. He did fairly poorly with his first works until in 1999, he published Naruto, and the rest is a world-famous story. His drawing style is characterized by designs of young men. However, he himself has acknowledged that his female characters could improve. Number 6. Clamp. This position has a bit of a catch, as Clamp is not just one mangaka, but 4. They're Mokona, Nanase Okawa, Tsubaki Nekoi, and Satsuki Igarashi. The quartet met in high school, drawing independent manga known as doujinshi. In 1987, they started working with magazines. where their manga achieved some fame, such as Shining Star in 1987, D-Raid in 1989, Tokyo Babylon in 1991, and more. However, the work that allowed them to achieve the recognition they have today is Cardcaptor Sakura, published between 1996 and 2000, and being adapted into an anime that went around the world. The style of this quartet is characterized by very stylized characters, with magical touches and beautiful costumes. Of course, they touch dark and mature themes many times. However, they also have cute productions for a young audience. Other well-known works include Chobits and XXX Holic. Number 5. Junji Ito. Since we're talking about dark themes, it's time to talk about this gentleman. Born in 1963 in Gifu, Japan, Ito started drawing at a very young age, being a parallel hobby during his studies and career as a dentist. Could it be a coincidence that dentists are so scary? In 1987, Ito entered a contest in Gekkan Halloween magazine, where he won an honorable mention in the Kazuo Umezu Prize. From then on, he found his passion and unleashed horror in the manga world. His best-known works are Tomie, where he narrates the chronicles of a young immortal girl, Uzumaki, a city cursed by spirals, and Gyo, where fish are controlled by a strain that turns them into monsters. His illustrations are characterized by thin strokes with twisted and shocking shapes, where textures and voids provide an unsettling feeling. I wouldn't touch anything Ito draws if it came to life. Ugh. Number 4. Hiromu Arakawa. Her most important work, Full Metal Alchemist, is considered one of the best shonen in history. Arakawa has an impressive talent for drawing characters that convey their full personality in their design. Plus, her stories connect in a very intimate way and have a great plot. Arakawa is so demanding with her work that she even took no maternity breaks after having her first child to continue drawing. Arakawa was born in Tokachi, Japan in 1973. She took a liking to drawing in school, drawing in her textbooks instead of reading them. After graduating, she had to work at her parents' farm, where she took the opportunity to learn oil painting. She used all her skills to prepare her first hit, Stray Dog, in 1999, and then in 2001, she published Full Metal Alchemist. Want to know an extra fact? Her name is Hiromi, but she chose the male version of her name, Hiromu, as a pseudonym, since she thought her work would be better received by the shonen reading public. Number 3. Kentaro Miura. We've been talking about illustrations for quite a while, but nothing like what Kentaro Miura has achieved. His style is brutally good. His illustrations are so detailed, and he takes perfect care of dynamism that some of his pages could be considered works of art. Miura was born in Chiba, Japan in 1966. He made his first manga titled Myoranger at age 10, which he published independently at his school. He studied art at Nihon University, and the 1985 manga Futanabe was his entrance exam. His talent always stood out, but in 1988, when he drew Berserk, the prototype, he began to plan his masterpiece, Berserk, which began to be published in 1989, and it's now considered one of the best manga of all time. Sadly, in 2021, Kentaro passed away from an acute aortic dissection, leaving the manga he was working on at the time, Duranki, unfinished. Kentaro Miura will always remember you for your unparalleled talent. Number 2. Naoki Urasawa. All the characters he draws have so much personality and his landscapes are very detailed that it's impossible not to think about the story behind each drawing. Naoki Urasawa was born on January 2, 1959 in Tokyo, Japan. Drawing wasn't his first choice as he majored in economics. However, after publishing Return in 1981, everything changed, and in 1986, he launched one of his masterpieces, Yawara. With this manga, he began to excel, but he'd become extremely famous with Monster in 1994, a complex and dark-themed story that everyone loved. Besides being a talented artist, he's also an excellent writer, so his works have multiple complex stories that intertwine perfectly and could be standalone works. In 1999, he released another of his greatest hits, 20th Century Boys. Doesn't he ever get tired of making such good mangas? Bonus: Yoshihiro Togashi. The creator of Hunter x Hunter could go much further with his drawing and story if it weren't for the fact that his manga has a long hiatus. But hey, looks like he's finally coming back. Eiichiro Oda. Although not everyone likes the drawings of the artist behind One Piece, the importance of his manga in today's popular culture is undeniable. Tite Kubo. This guy seems like he was born to draw because Bleach's designs are simply poetic. Now, who's the best mangaka? Well, number 1, Katsuhiro Otomo. If you see the drawings of the creator of the manga Akira, you might think that his style cannot be surpassed. That's why the film Akira, in which Otomo also worked as director, is one of the most influential films in popular culture. Otomo was born on April 14, 1954 in Miyagi, Japan. And during the 70s, he witnessed the political turbulence of his country, with many protests. So inspired by all that, he made his works with a great level of detail, realism, complex characters with independent stories, and, above all, with great rebelliousness and social themes. Everything Otomo draws seems to have a meaning, a past, and a purpose. He's also the creator of renowned masterpieces such as 1980's Domu, 1998's Spriggan, 2004's Steam Boy, 2006's Mushishi, and many, many more. If Katsuhiro Otomo had to be defined in one sentence, he'd be the creator of cult works. I hope you enjoyed this selection of the best mangakas and rushed to read their best works. If you think there's any missing, let me know in the comments. And while you're there, hit like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Till next time.